So look, you first need to go to your TV's general menu. Look for settings there. Click next, look for the gear in the upper right corner. Look, there's an account and a gear. Those are settings. Click on all settings. There will be various settings here, and we need to scroll down to the setting called Privacy Setup. By the way, I have a question for you. Tell me in the comments who actually sets up privacy for the personal information stored on the TV the mente surely what they intended. Well, I think very few people will do this because, well, usually you buy a TV, connect it to a Wi-Fi router, and that's it. We watch videos, movies, and, well, we're happy. Let's move on to privacy. And the very first setting here is location. Look, location by Wi-Fi access points. That's the setting. It's enabled by default. Check it yourself. I'm 100% sure it'll be enabled for you too. And thus, anonymous location data is periodically collected to improve the geolocation accuracy and services that use geo data. In other words, your geolocation, that is, your location, is transmitted to some Google servers, which then use it somehow. Oola. Moreover, it's not the TV itself that transmits this information, but the specific router you're connected to. So in any case, you connect your TV to a Wi-Fi router. That's it. And the Wi-Fi router already has its own IP address, which can then be transmitted to, say, Google to determine your location. So ask yourself honestly, is this important for the TV or not? Well, I don't think so. This is only important for developers and for those who want to get your location. Of course, we're disabling that data here. There's no need to transmit information, for example, about my current location. And let's say this is personal. And it doesn't affect the TV's operation in any way because below there's a setting called always search for networks. That is, what the TV does when you turn it up is search for Wi-Fi networks to connect to. This setting is already enabled. Now let's go back. Microphone. Again, the microphone is enabled here for all apps and services. And look what's here. Well, we seem to think we need the microphone to search for information. Well, because it's somewhat convenient. For example, speaking words to the remote, and it searches for something banal. Many people do this and think this setting specifically affects this. It is. But no, we're enabling something completely different here. If we block the microphone, look, we actually get this microphone access option through web on the remote. And your remote will work just the same and search for all the information you say. But here, we've blocked access to other apps. So, this doesn't affect searches through your remote. So, well, I recommend disabling this as tool, or rather switching it, so to speak, for those who don't have it, so that there's no access to the microphone when you launch an app on your TV, Now let's go back. Look, camera. Click here. This immediately raises an interesting question. Why does the TV need access to the camera? We're supposedly granting permission for all apps and services. First of all, if you have a webcam at home and your TV is connected to the same network where your webcam is connected, then it's advisable not to grant this access because apps on your TV can access your camera and interact with each other over the network. So in that case, I disable it. But basically, if you don't have a camera at home, I mean a separate camera from the TV, and the TV itself doesn't have a built-in camera, then you can basically leave it as is. This setting won't affect anything. Next, the next setting is usage and diagnostics. It will be enabled for absolutely everyone. Here, we allow the use of diagnostic data and device usage information. So what does that mean? Well, of course, that's just a superficial description. Well, briefly. So these are statistics and diagnostics, how you use the TV in general. Where you go, what you do, what you click, how many times you open that app, what you watch, where you send it, how many times you turned on the the point, and so I took another one. So ask yourself, who needs this? Well, you definitely don't. It's only needed by those people who want to get the most information and track your actions. Since this slider is enabled, of course, well, you yourself have given the go-ahead for some data to be collected and sent somewhere. Personally, I disabled this on mine. Let's go back. The advertising section. Look, if you've been using your TV for a really long time and the ads are really annoying, you turn something on once and watch 2 or 3 ads, then you wait for them to come back, then first go through all the settings I showed you earlier, and only then is on reset the advertising identifier, and then delete the advertising identifier. This way, you'll reduce the number of ads on your TV several times over. Then scroll down there. And we're also interested in special accesses. Click here. You see energy saving here, access to usage history. And this is exactly the setting we need. Go here, and here we find this. This app is also available on smartphones, and I recommend, of course, disabling it. That is, it collects data, again, on how you use your TV in general. Just turn off this slider. Of course, we're not deleting it here, but we at least disable it so it no longer collects information, receives it, and sends it wherever it went. Let's go back. Here, we also find change system settings. This same setting is available on Android devices. Scroll down and find the exact same analytics. It's also enabled here. We'll definitely disable it here. So we've configured 2 settings for analytics. Let's go back then. Back again. This is the privacy menu. And here's the last thing, security. Look, these are the security settings that enable Play Protect. Well, Play Protect is actually a good option for TVs, as it at least helps identify apps that are malicious side to them. Because, for example, on smartphones, we have at least 2 such antivirus programs. But to help improve security, I'd disable these because absolutely all apps are sent for some kind of analysis. Basically, this setting works slightly differently on all smartphones and all TVs. This is simply a statistics collection to understand how you use certain apps on your device. Not correct spot. We've now covered the basic settings found on TVs and smart TVs. All countries' smart set-top boxes also have similar settings. So double check that you're using your devices fully and normally without any tracking of your actions, without any control over your location.